All right, now to help us recognize our Humanitarian of the Year tonight, please welcome Neil Austrian, Vice Chair of CADCA's Board of Directors and past President of the NFL. A CADCA board member himself since 1999, Neil was recognized as CADCA's 2009 Humanitarian of the Year for his outstanding leadership, service, and counsel to the organization. So please join me in welcoming Neil Austrian and General Dean once again to present the Humanitarian of the Year Award.
I'll tell you, trying to follow those two young kids, Melanie and Kyrie, is pretty tough. They're both destined, I think, to be politicians. But I think what they really do is embody the reason we're here tonight, for the continued training and support that these young community leaders provide and that the coalition supports. It's my honor to introduce this year's honoree, Rekit Ben-Keyser. Accepting the Humanitarian of the Year Award for them is Mr. Sean Thaxter, Rekit's president for Global Pharmaceuticals. Rekit's been a true partner for CADCA. 2 years ago, Rekit Ben-Keyser and CADCA partnered an innovative project to educate the public about medication-assisted treatment in 13 key states. The project increased awareness about the quality treatment options that are available for people suffering from dependence. They also committed resources to support CADCA's adult and youth training and helping fund scholarships so that more grassroots leaders could attend our annual conference. Now, before Sean gets to actually accept this award, I think General Dean has a few more accolades to add.
Rekit Ben-Keyser is really an outstanding corporate partner. They give back in so many ways. One of their global programs that they work so hard on is Save the Children. Rekit's global charity partner, they are helping to provide resources to improve children's health, hygiene, and social development throughout the world. They are an exemplary corporate citizen, so it's no surprise that Rekit has been such a great supporter of CADCA for the last few years. We first met them when we were working with many of you and others on the HBO series Addiction. Rekit provided support to many local coalitions to launch programs in their communities to support helping to highlight that particular series. But as Neil mentioned, the project we worked on together, and in fact some of the coalition leaders here in the room worked with Rekit and its associates closely, are in the room tonight. Coalitions from Nashville, Tennessee, and they are here tonight, Miami, Florida, Seattle, Washington, Indianapolis, and Bluefield, West Virginia as well, to include Berks County in Pennsylvania. So without the support of Rekit, these coalitions would not have been able to educate the members of their communities of the importance of having in your treatment portfolio the opportunity to use medicines. So it is with great pleasure that we, Neil and I, and all the board and the members of this great community in CADCA recognize Sean Thaxter as the president and say, the CEO, and say to Rekit Ben-Keyser, thank you for your great support. It is our delight to give you our Humanitarian of the Year Award for 2010. Please come up.
Well, General Dean and the Board of CADCA, I'd like to thank you for your appreciation and the acknowledgement of the work that we've done as a company together with all our partners in the community. It means a great deal to us. It's a great honor and a privilege to be here tonight to accept this award on behalf of the company. One thing that's really struck me this evening as I've gone around and I've talked to many of you is the sense of dedication, the passion, and the community around drug addiction. And I think the thing that unites us all within the room is that each of us in our own way, in our own organizations, are contributing to this public health problem to protect the communities in different ways. I was very inspired, Christopher, by your presentation. I thought it was an excellent representation of the courage and determination that faces this people suffering with this particular problem. Of course, this isn't all about Reckitt Benckiser. This really is an acknowledgement of the milestone that has been achieved in the treatment of opioid dependence. Since we started business 8 years ago, I'm very proud to tell you that over 2 million people have been treated with Suboxone treatment in physicians' offices. Our mission is to expand Our mission is to expand access to high-quality care for patients in all communities. And one of our mottos is no patient left behind. And we try very hard to reach out and help patients wherever we can. However, we would not be here and we would not have the very great privilege to do this work were it not for many great people and organizations who'd preceded us. And I would particularly like to extend my thanks and Reckitt Benckiser Pharmaceuticals' thanks to NIDA, and in particular acknowledgement of Dr. Alan Leshner and Dr. Tim Condon, who are here this evening. A tremendous amount of work was done by the National Institute of Drug Abuse to demonstrate the clinical effectiveness and safety of buprenorphine, which is the active ingredient in the treatment that our company manufactures. Of course, were it not for the current courage and vision of Congress led by then Senator, now Vice President Biden, Senator Hatch, and Senator Levin in the progression of Data 2000, the Drug Addiction Treatment Act, which enabled office-based physicians to provide treatment to patients in their local communities, we wouldn't have been able to achieve this 2 million milestone. And we wouldn't have achieved this 2 million milestone without the passion, the dedication of the physicians and the treatment networks in the community that are actually providing treatment to patients. I would also like to acknowledge the outstanding work of the CSAT team, led by Dr. Wesley Clark, in the work that they did with the medical societies, and there are over 20,000 DEA-waivered physicians to provide treatment in the communities today. So I think that's a very important achievement. But as we say within the office, as far as we've come, the journey really is only just beginning. This is a long-term project that Reckitt Benckiser Pharmaceuticals is dedicated to. Our passion, our commitment, what makes us come to work every day is our desire to help patients who suffer from the chronic relapsing medical conditions of addiction. We do have an R&D pipeline. We are investing for the future. And I look forward personally, and the people within our organization look forward to partnering on a long-term basis with the many organizations that are focused on this issue. Thank you very much.